How you doing, everyone? We got this wonderful jack in front of us. You know, some of you might be familiar with it. This is a jack that I rebuilt, and it did well. There are some issues. The one rubber gasket that goes around that O-ring, that is, I just kind of like had to guess what O-ring to put there. It didn't really seal as well as it should have, so it leaks just a little bit. Back here, there's some leakage also, not too much. So the O-ring that's in there, that didn't do too well. It's not too bad. It does stay up and it doesn't creep, so that's good. This, I'm gonna have to this is a nut that locks. I'm gonna have to put some Loctite on there because that came off one day. So then that did not go well for me. Was it that one? Might have been this one because there's no washer there. So it's probably this one. Oh, I'm going to do it on both sides anyway. But this is the main problem. That broke off. That is supposed to have this sit on there. And then, no, sorry. This goes here to help this slide. And then that goes on top of that. Now, what happened is I was rebuilding a 2003 Honda Civic engine, and the oil pan, the last thing to do, we jacked it up from the front, the jack point, and as I lowered it, don't tell me, I know, I'm so annoyed. Well, I could have done precautions to protect this from happening, because it happened not once, not twice, 4 times. We broke 4 oil pans on this car. Same thing. It just slipped off and smacked. This smacked the oil pan and broke it. The last time, just to let you know, the 3 times before was my friend. The last time was me, and we never did it again. We never broke it after that. But anyway, this is what happened. So this sits in there like that and just kind of holds that in place, right? So I searched around on the internet to try to find this. It was not easy to do. So I got a friend to machine this for me. I'm assuming you can go to any old machine shop and ask them to do it for you. I don't know how much they'll charge you, but I got a replacement, and we're going to place this here, and let's see how well that works. Yeah? Okay. So we got to get that jacked up a little bit, but before I start, I want to ask for some help. I've been looking for like a generic rebuild kit for just this hydraulic jack, and I don't seem to know what's possible. It has a brand on it that says Scorpion. Doesn't match anything. There's a Scorpion hydraulic jack company, but they don't seem to make this. And this looks like a white labeled hydraulic jack, floor jack. What I mean white labeled is that it's just been produced the same form factor, and just like people throw their brand on it and then resell it, you know. So what I've noticed is that anytime I see a hydraulic floor jack like this, it has this on it instead of 2 wheels, 2 casters, then it's going to be the exact same thing as this, especially if it's rated for 4,000 pounds. So if you can help me find the parts for this jack, that'd be great, because I would like to get the right gaskets and actually do that properly, and also in case anything else were to happen in the future with this jack, I'd like to be able to fix it. So that'd be greatly appreciated. Alright, great. So let's get this, I want to get this top part elevated over there. And we're going to just kind of pump this up here. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough space for us to work with. And, let's see what we have. Looks like we have some kind of like clips holding this onto here. this is attached to that, so I'm going to need something to open that up. And then, that kind of slides. There's a washer between that, so how does this... These have to come out somehow. So I have two snap rings we had to pull off, one on that side, one on that side. Don't forget your glasses. These things are very, it's dangerous because they have a lot of potential power, energy, I mean. You don't want that to explode on your eye. So that's one of them. I don't forget your glasses again. Clean that off a little. Okay, so that's that. Looks like that. And we have two of them, so one on both sides. And what are we thinking? Push that out. Yeah. Look how that comes down. Looks like we have two spacers on both sides. Let's just make sure that they're uniformed or agnostic on both sides. Yeah, something special about those. Okay. So these arms just kind of like slid around there like that. So I gotta get this off. And it looks like that back here. So I'm guessing these things here. So I'm gonna pull those out so we can slide this pin out. Yeah. All right, let's do that. I'm gonna use this whole hook here and grab this out. Probably want to put some glasses on because I'm not really sure, what kind of potential energy these things have, especially me pulling on them. Just like that. You can lose your eye. Well, I didn't hit my eye, but... Alright, so that fell. Alright, I'm going to try to find this. 1 second. Found it. Let's grab the other one. Glasses for safety, just in case. That's the other one. They kind of like just sit inside of like holes there. I think now I should be able to just slide so you can see. Alright, great, yeah. So I'm going to slide this out now. Alright, that was just sitting like that. Slide that out. Okay. Looks like that. And then I should be able to just push this out. Yeah, there we go. So that's the first washer. Check the orientation, make sure there's nothing special about it. No, nothing special at all. Just kind of slide that through. Alright, that's that. And then we have another washer right here. Again, check the orientation. Okay, that's definitely, there's a flatter side. I see, okay. It's a flatter sided, faces in, the curved part. It doesn't really matter if you, whatever. I'm just being anal. Okay. So this goes like that, right? I'm gonna spend some time, break parts, clean this off here, and get us prepared for the reverse. Okay, so I'll let you watch this wonderful, exciting process. So actually, some of the best ways to clean grease I learned from last summer is not with brake parts cleaner. Actually, it's WD-40. So this is WD-40. For some odd reason, well, it's not odd. I just don't know the chemistry behind it. So, anybody else here big fans of chemistry that actually know chemistry? Please comment. Let us know why WD-40 does such a good job removing grease. It seems to me, right, that if you can break the connecting bonds between molecules, you should be able to like break things down. So I'm assuming that it does that really well. Why? I'm not really sure yet, but I hope that one of you can tell us. And are most of these things hydrocarbon based? I assume. I could be wrong. Okay, so we're gonna let's clean these off a little, right? So, oh, here you go. So can you see that? Has like little holes in it. Yeah, they're right there. Those are the holes that, so you can see. See those little holes there? Those are the holes that those pins went through. Okay, so I'm going to clean this off. I had a weirdest interaction the other day. Well, not interaction, observation. So I posted a video, it's probably like 3 years or 4 years old, maybe 4, of myself, 3 years old I think, just working on the 97 Honda Civic, and I was having some issues with the nuts that go, let's see, not nuts, but they're bolts that go around they're set screws, right? And in that video, you can see me using my torch, and I also have so I have a torch that I'm using, and I also use a jack stand because I'm really into safety, right? Wow, this bloke comments on the video 2 weeks ago. No, I'm sorry, last week. No, actually this week, yeah. And he says to me, right, I know you like teaching people, but you should learn too. You shouldn't use heat on a nut or bolt because we've been using WD-40 penetrating or something like that for years, and it works well. And I was like thinking to myself, and then he says, and you should use jack stands also. Well, let me just tell you something. In the video, you can clearly see jack stands, right? And I don't know how much this guy understands about thermal displacement and aluminum, but he's the expert, right? So I attempted to respond, but I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. That is a weird kind of behavior people do on the internet where they try to bait you into these like bad conversations because, well, I don't know if they bait you, but at least they try to diminish you in some way. It doesn't really work because if you're smart, you kind of like just pondering to yourself, like, what's wrong with this world? That people would, even with the most palpable evidence in front of them, they will choose to do whatever it takes to absolutely suppress reason and empirical observation. It's like, It's amazing. So the jack stand is a null and void conversation, and I don't know what to say. Either you didn't watch the video, or you just wanted to be right. So I'm going to think that he's probably one of those fun guys to date. Just want to be right. I don't even know if I'm using the right pronoun. Anyway, so that's his story, right? And again, those kind of things just utterly perplex me, because I just don't know what people expect as a response back. You know? I just don't really know. I have no idea. I'll bring you back in and get a little tighter shot so you can... Alright, so the back, as you can tell. Alright, so this has to go in through there, right? We need to put the washers back. We know the washers have an orientation, like the flat side. Just like that, okay. So flat side like that. And we have our new part here. That's kind of like sits inside of this, like that, right? Yeah. But for that to go down, we need to put this on first, like that, like this. I think it's like this. I don't know. Well, it's greasy on one side there. It's got to be this. Yeah, that makes sense. See that? Okay, so that's going to go through like that. Slide this through like this. So anyway, back to that poster. That guy was a special person. Let's just make him gender neutral for now. The person was special in the way that they engaged me with such fallacies. I was just like, oh my goodness. What do you need from life, man? What do you need from life? Something. Alright, I think I'm going to double check this. See if this is going to fit. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. No! Can you believe it? I can't. It doesn't fit. Oh my gosh. Yeah? What do you... Just a little bit. Alright, maybe I gotta take this back to the machine shop and line it up a little bit. Okay. That's no fun. So I can't really wait. Some of you are probably going to cringe. I have a 1/2 inch bit, which is way too small of a diameter. And I got some cutting oil. I'm just going to try to just kind of open up the hole just a little bit. You know, just a little. Get your safety glasses. Just going to open it up just a little bit. You know, it's a sloppy hole I'm gonna make. Oh, I hate myself. I know some of you machinists are probably like cringing right now. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Not really, but anyway. Okay. Some metal is being removed. Nothing special. Nothing to write home to. Let's try to slide that. Oh yeah, that's not working. Okay, that's good. All right, so I am stuck. So I get a bigger drill bit, which I don't have. Yeah. Oh, rats. And I'll bring you back when life deals me a silver lining. Probably the problem is that taking it back to the machine shop is that turnaround time is like 2 months, you know. Maybe I need better friends or larger, you know, or curvier, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave that at that. Let's see what we can do. Either I'll try to get a bigger drill bit for that, or not. Just wait for it to be machined again. Alright, thanks. Talk to you later. So, I'm going to try to drill this out, but I don't have a drill bit big enough, right? But I wonder if they sell one at the local hardware store. To do that, I'm going to figure this out. So, let me use this and measure what we have here for diameter. It looks like it's like 16 millimeters. So that's, how many inches is that? That's 0.633 inches. Okay. 16 millimeters. Alright, so we have a size. And you can see who has this locally or not, if I have to special order it. The metal bit. So I'm going to get a bit that's probably going to be a little bit bigger than that. 16, just because I need it. Not to have such a tight tolerance. So, good news. I got this back in a really short amount of time. I just took it to the machine shop, asked when they just drill out the hole, and they were so kind. Now we're going to try to test this right now and see if it fits. What do you think? Yeah, that works as it's supposed to. Alright, so we're good. That's awesome, right? Okay. What I should have done, this is my mistake. I should have told them that this is a 16 millimeter. And if I did that, then they would have known that that hole had to match. They used a different kind of numbering system for drill bits. It was like 624 or 634 or something, or 630. That's how they were referring to the sizes. So I asked the person, what does that mean? And he says, like, that's how many units within an inch or something like that these drill bits can have. I asked him just to do like 1/16 white diameter, and he almost had a conniption. He was like, no, it's going to be too sloppy. I was like, dude, it's just a drill. It's not going to... I'm not trying to launch a spaceship or anything like that. Well, anyway, here we are. Let's do it. Let's put it back together. We had to grease some things and clean some things, right? So we started to clean. Make sure we already did clean that stuff. Okay, let's try to put this back together. Like that. Alright, so that goes like this. And that has 2 washers on the outside, like that. There's one on that side also. Right. And this drops into here, like that. That goes through. Yep. So, let's see what we can do here. Okay, that goes like that. Yeah, okay, good. Just testing. Okay, so let's put the this on. This is like this plastic part here sits like this. I know that because this part is smooth and this part has all the grooves. So it goes like that. It goes on top of this like that. This goes inside of here. Now I know I could have made this myself if I actually had a lathe. Technically I understand the process that I would have to go through to make this. So, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, it's not hard, but you don't have the hardware to do it. But if you did, it would be awesome, because you wouldn't have to wait, you know. Okay, so that's that, like that. Okay. It's gonna go. Let's see. We knew this was going to be difficult getting it back together. Okay. So that's through. I get this washer in here. Okay. Alright, so that's all the way through. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so happy. Okay. Now I'm gonna get these. There's like these, two of these. Just gonna get the whole. Turn this a little. Okay, so that is going to keep that there. Right. So now I want to put this back in. Okay, so that goes like that. So this goes through like this. Okay. Well, let's push through. What we're going to do is let's see. Better for you. I'm gonna put these the ends here. Can you see? Not really. Okay, whatever. Nothing too complicated. We'll bring you around. A little better. Yeah, that's better. And don't forget your safety glasses. These things are spring loaded. So we have these retainers here. Alright. There you go, that's that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Let's see. That's it. Makes sense. You can see it. Okay. Let's push that through. Okay, there we go. So that's in place. Now, it's all good. We did a good job, didn't we? Alright, I'm happy I got this back. Alright. Now let's move on. I want to do something else with the, let's maintain the, this little things down there. You can't see it. So we had to get this caster off because it fell apart, and I have to use an adjustable on there. If you saw me rebuild this in that video, you know how hard it was to get that on there. So with that loose, right? Should be able to. Cheap tools. Okay. So I'm gonna hold that again with the adjustable. Just gonna like unscrew this. Cheap tools. Come on. Alright. Okay. So we had to be careful because there's always bearings. That's right there. And I don't want it to like fall. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna keep that like that. And what we want to do is place this has a nut in it that I remember I cut that off. Alright, I gotta get the washer back on here. This washer fell off, right? And I'm gonna put some Loctite on this because the red stuff. I'm gonna put the red Loctite on it. So. Pushed it back in, and we have this washer sitting on top of there. This is a see that vinyl there? This is a self-locking nut. A little vinyl on top should lock and hold, but it didn't hold, so I have to do just Loctite. I could have put a what do you call it, washer under there to kind of expands, a lock-in washer, but I did not have any of that size, so I'm just going to try to hold this. Okay, so I'm hoping that the Loctite will hold that in place. I'm going to do the same for that side, so let's do it. This side was pretty good, never came out, you know. So let's practice a little prevention. Like I said, I did tell you that this seal, those gaskets did leak again. I wasn't too happy with that. That being said, I couldn't really get the right size. I try to measure it the best I can with what was on there. The O-rings. I'm just going to keep this together because it has the bearings in there. Okay. Get the red Loctite. washer. Goes in, goes there. So there's a vinyl top here. That's going to be at the top. Okay. Okay, so that's that bellied up. Looks like a dead roach. Okay, so yeah, that done. Loctite's bleeding out the top there. You can see that. Can you see? No, you can't. Can you? A lot of red stuff coming out. So now I want to get. Or I should set this shot up a little better. Okay. So right back here, we have some stoppers. These things here, and they keep coming out. I'm not really sure what to do with this because it's like it just screws into a rubber. Not exactly the best design, you know. And they're kind of stripped out, so it goes like that. I'm just kind of stops this from like going past that. I want to just probably put like a bolt on there or something. What would be ideal, right? Just to get a piece of metal, drill it out that matches something like this diameter, and then, you know, tap it. But that's not my reality, so we're going to try to use something, do a little something different. Maybe we can pack some stuff in there. I don't know, what do you think? And glue it down. And it might be a candidate for some Loctite too, to be honest with you. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just try to Loctite it down. See what we can do. Get the red stuff. I know it's overkill since it is high strength, but okay. Get some red stuff. Okay, get red stuff in there. In here, do the same on this side. Okay. I am happy with that for now. Hopefully it'll stay. Yeah? What do you think? Hey, cool. Well, listen, that's it. There's not much left to do. Let's put it back in service. I would like to get those like O-rings. If any of you know what kind of jack this is. Like I said, I think it's just a white label jack. White label meaning that they mass produce the same form factor and just throw a different manufacturer label on it. And when they do that, you know, it can pop up at Harbor Freight, Pep Boys, you know, Advanced Auto as their jack, and it's not their jack. It's just a jack that everybody's producing. And I know this because this part right here, I'll back you off so we can see what I'm talking about. It says it's a 4-ton jack. I bought this jack at Pep Boys a long time ago. And we're talking like 2003, I think. And so this part right here, anytime I see a jack with this, instead of 2 casters, this seems to all be the same. It looks the same. So if I could find which one of these jacks that actually can have like a generic parts that I can reuse. I can probably find the proper O-rings and all, you know, the extra parts like this thing. I didn't have to get it machined. I probably can find that. I probably can find this. You know, you name it. So anyway, you get the point. If you know it and I don't, since I don't, you can give me the information on like where to find the parts. That'd be greatly appreciated. Other than that, thanks for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up. Tell your friends about it. And if you feel so generous, check out my Amazon wish list and maybe get me something to help me do more work. All right? Cool. So don't forget to comment below. It really helps the algorithms. It helps other people that watch the video learn from your experience. I am a limited resource after all. It's a limited data set that doesn't reflect the entire planet. So I appreciate your insights and always be kind. All right. Thanks again.